you back here today with another vlog, and this time we're going to be talking about one of my high school stories. So, anyways, to get started on that, I'm in 10th grade, 2 years left if I pass this year, which hopefully I will. I'm not going to say I will in case I jinx it, or if I won't, then somehow I still jinx it. But, anyways, I have a few good friends of mine that are in this class with me. One's really close, the others are some I knew of, but we don't really hang out together. But we do get along. So, anyways, this is 4th period. I'm in one of the teacher's class where we have an assistant teacher. So, I'll name the main teacher as Teacher 1, while as the second teacher, the assistant teacher, as Teacher 2. Now, here's what normally happens. If you're doing your work, the main teacher will actually yell at you in a way sometimes. She's pregnant, but she will yell at you. And so, me and Jaden, so we're in that class together. We'll have fun, but we won't, go over what we know. We will still do our work, we'll still listen to the teacher, do what we need to do. Whereas the rest of the class and the people behind us drag out their phone. Now, guess what? You can't have your phones out. During the class, you can't have them out at all. They can't be seen, they can't be turned on, you can't do anything with your phone. So any of you that has a school and you can have a phone break where you can take out your phone or stuff like that, you are very lucky. We can only take it on campus with us because we can't actually put them in our locker because our lockers aren't really safe to put them. You can't take them to gym. It has to be on yourself in a whole entirely different bag than your book bag. Where they're like, oh, you can put them in your book bag, it's safe. No. People have went through other people's book bags trying to get phones. Therefore, none of it's safe. So in a way, you're better at leaving your phone at home, but if you can't remember phone numbers, then, well, you're messed up because they can find phone numbers, but it's really difficult to do so, and it takes the time to do that if you need a parent or somebody close to you as an emergency contact or something happens, stuff like that. But anyways, to actually get to something related to the story, now here's what's happened since I've been in that class for a second semester. Luckily it wasn't the whole year, or else I would not have been able to sit through it all. So, anyways, we will be doing our work, stuff like that, and me and Jaden have been moved. So she's in the middle section, I'm at the right side of the section, furthest away from the door that goes to the hallway, but closer to the door that goes outside. So if something were to happen, I could actually escape, or at least hide in a close area. So anyways, with that being said, now we have been reading the book with Hunger Games, the third one, Mockingjay. So we just finished up the first movie, I'm reading the book, everything's normal, etc., so on. So anyways, since I can't speak anymore, in that time frame of when I was just reading the book, everyone's just talking amongst themselves, having a conversation, while the main teacher was out. Whereas Teacher 2 was in there trying to figure out what to do since the main teacher hadn't told her what to really do, like start out the second movie or anything. So anyway, she decides to try to find it, start it up, since the whole class wants to watch it. And we were actually just having fun talking, but I was just reading because I'm like, okay, I don't want to get my butt in trouble. I'm done with this class. And when I mean done, I mean I've been done since over half the time I've been in there. Because some of the other stuff has went down. But in that case, I was just reading. Imagine a desk. Any type of desk. And all of a sudden, I was just having my book in the middle of it. So imagine a book in the middle. You have class members to the left. You have one or two on the right side of you. So you're just reading from the left side of the book. And in the corner of your eye, you see somebody playing around with a pencil, twirling it around their finger. All of a sudden, you see it, just a flicker of the moment happening. You see it cross closer to you in the corner of your eye frame, going closer to get in front of you. So when you catch it, you're just still looking at your book, and then it hits the corner of your desk on the right side. So anyways, with that, everyone's just freaking out like, ooh, so-and-so threw a pencil, ooh, she's gonna react crazy, stuff like that. Which, they never say crazy, they just figured I would be mad, or at least attempt of do something bad. But I didn't do that, and I don't care much for it. I mean, it's a pencil. As long as it doesn't hit me, I'm fine. But I still didn't see the reason of doing this. I didn't see a reason of why he just didn't get up, go around the room, and hand the person their pencil. Or handed the pencil down the road in order to get to the person he was trying to give it to. So, I don't know. So I don't know if it was purposeful that he threw it near me or accidental. He kept apologizing over and over, and I'm like, I already accepted your apology. It didn't hit me, so we're fine. But anyways, everyone else made it a much bigger deal. So after reading the book, I shut my book as politely as I could, because I was just already fed up with that class. So everyone else was just like, oh my god, he threw a pencil, what's she gonna do? And it made me more mad. I was just like, yeah, this class I just want to get out. It's just one of those classes is just the worst. So I shut my book, put it in my bag, ruffling through my bag, got out a sheet of paper. I didn't know why I got that out. I still don't. But I just got out a sheet of paper. I put a pencil down on my desk. That was my pencil. And then everyone else is just like, what's she gonna do? Because they all just actually stopped talking at one point in time while I was packing my stuff up. So I could actually see what they were doing. They were just staring at me, basically. But in this situation, I wanted to get out of that room. I wanted to get out, either just go outside into the hallway and stand there to at least cool off with some of the steam, because I was just sick of some of those people in there. They made it much more than what it was. And I don't know why. And anyways, the teacher kept asking, are you okay? Are you okay? The assistant teacher. She was just making sure that I was okay, but she was also trying to see who threw the pencil. So anyways, the pencil thrower had just gotten a warning, so it was fine. Like, he was warned and even asked, why didn't you just get up and hand the person their pencil back? I never knew why. So anyways, with that, I'm still trying to recall this all from memory, because I used that piece of paper actually, and I wrote what all happened on the paper, so it's weird. I didn't know why I dried out that paper, yet this is the exact paper that I just wrote on from all the events that happened. So anyways, now a few of the friends I had were checking on me, and I was already mad because there was one person who was in front of me who we don't get along with, because me and Jaden, we are close friends, and she will pick on Jaden in particular. Now, she already knows not to pick on me and stuff like that, because other things have happened. That's a whole nother story. But she will pick on Jaden, saying harsh things, and that's what makes me mad right there. So I don't want anything to do with her being in front of me, because as soon as she's in front of me, I at least get to see what she attempts to do. And she'll be obnoxious, stretching her arms out, and I'm really tempted just to pop them away, but I'm not going to do it because it would get me in trouble saying that, oh, I was the first one to attack or stuff like that, so I wouldn't do that. But anyways, in this moment of time, with the pencil, they were all staring, just got out the paper, that's it. And I just sat there, as nice as I could, just like, okay, what's next? Because I didn't know what any of them were doing. I did not know what I was actually going to do at the time. And Anyways, I was just already fed up. I was thinking about my options, like walking outside, or asked to go to the bathroom, asked to be excused, one of those things. But the childish thing is I was actually going to storm out into the hallway just to stand there so I could actually just be out of that room. Because just more than anything else, it was just stupid how that situation escalated more than it should have. So, in anyways, I was just thinking like, okay, I need to get out of this room, I need to do something. And I know that's stupid, but somebody yelling downstairs. But, anyways, I was just done with it. That was the final straw to me. Because everyone's just always spreading rumors and all, and I was already done with it. There was people that spread rumors in the class. There was people who just bullied or pick on other people in that class. People who are the popular kids in that class that actually everyone dislikes because they're very mean and they don't deserve to at all have the attention of other people. Not being mean, but I mean, it's just, they're mean to everyone. So I don't see the reason. They're like, oh, we're the popular kids, we're just here to have fun. And I'm like, no, you're here to torment basically everyone. And I mean every single one that has been in that class. But anyways, with the hat, I was just wanting out. Basically, is everything. I know I've said that like 15 times now. But I really wanted out of that class. I really did. So then one of them tries to make a move, saying that Jaden, the bully, so I'll say bully 1, but somehow her and Jaden are connected, and I'm like, how is that even possible? She's mean to you. How are y'all connected to each other? I would not question it anymore. But bully 1 says this. Jaden says shut the F up to the person who threw the pencil, which Jaden in reality didn't. But she was checking up on me, and everyone was trying to get my attention, trying to get me to her, but I was done. But she got my attention quick than all the others, so I was just like, okay, what's happening with her? Because I'm more worried about her, since we're close friends. We know if one of us is hurt, one of us is going to tackle someone. So she was trying to make sure I was okay, and I was just like, yeah, I'm fine. And a few other people that I've been friends with for a little bit of time at least, or known for a bit of time, we just all checking up on each other. They were mainly checking up on me. And then just that bully 1 that I was telling you about, she just basically escalated the whole thing. And she looked at me, and this was not directed to the pencil thrower. This was directed towards her, because I was already done with her. So, in a way, I just rolled my eyes, because she escalates everything, every little thing in the classroom. Of all these stories I will tell you, and she's in there, I will say, she will escalate the whole thing, just like, oh, somebody flicked something. She's like, oh my god, they're trying to murder me, and I'm like, what the heck is wrong with you? I don't understand her, I really don't. And I'm not trying to be mean and all, but geez, she escalates every little thing that is not to be escalated. Like, to me, I was like, okay, I just say, that's fine, or I accept your apology, stuff like that. Everything will blow over and be fine. No, instead, everyone in that school sticks me in that class. That class of where everyone escalates every little thing, or makes everything bigger than what it should, or whine about certain classwork that we have. And it's not even a lot. Like, we will have 1, 2 pieces of paper. We do. Questions, look in a book, answer them, done. It's easy. But yeah, they're like, oh my gosh, stop assigning us this much homework or stuff like that. And I'm like, y'all are just lazy because y'all want to talk. School was never a good place for me. And then how they made it worse. The reason of when they're like talking on, that's how they make it worse. Because they don't understand, hey, if you just do your work, we'll be fine, we won't have much to do. But no, they keep on talking, not even listening to the teacher, and just keep on doing what they want to do. And that's what's been happening in that class. So we get assigned more and more work because they don't shut their mouths at times when they need to. There's a certain time when you have to actually be quiet and listen, yet they don't do it. But it's just, I don't understand their weird reasoning to that. They're just, don't listen, basically. Or make something more, so they're basically dramatic. But I just sat there, I'm like, okay, I'm just waiting for the dramatic stuff to blow over so I can say, okay, I accept your apology. Since that's like the honest thing I could do, and since it didn't even hit me or anything, so I was fine with it. But everyone else just, I don't know what was wrong with that whole class that day. It made me mad. So anyways, trying to decide what to do, I just basically sat there thinking about what to do. Just so I can keep myself in the room and possibly know any other options that were open so I can be able to escape if needed. But during this time, everyone started panicking, like, oh my gosh, he's gonna murder someone. I'm like, who am I gonna, what? Or they're saying this, oh, the pencil thrower is going to throw a pencil, someone's going to get shot in the eye or something like that. And I'm like, y'all just, why? Why y'all like this with the dramaticness? So they were all just basically being as dramatic as they could. And that's what made me want it just even more to leave. I don't know how I kept myself to stay in that desk. I really don't. Because of how many times I would feel like I'd be close to walking out, I never moved. That class is just honestly the worst. Finally, the assistant teacher got the movie playing and everyone finally calms down. And it drove me crazy. So, anyways, with that, finally, eventually after some time, she was just like, or no, sometime, I'm getting a little bit ahead. But, the assistant teacher was like, okay, who threw the pencil? They answered the whole class saying that so-and-so did it. And then they're like, did it hit me? And then I'm just like, no, it didn't hit me. So she sat in the desk since it was not occupied. It was unoccupied by the person who I usually sit with. So she was like, you okay? What all happened? And I told her the best I could what happened. The other person in front of me said what happened, or not like directly in front of me, but beside the other person who was annoying. And I'm not saying that they're annoying, they just pick on people and start things up. So I'm going to call her the rumor spreader because she's one of those people who groups in that well. So the person that sits beside her was also helping me explain what happened. So I'm not trying to be mean to these people. They've just been mean to me for a few years, basically. And we just never got along since. And then they'll act all nice to me after I know how they acted the very first time. And I know they never change. Because my friend Jaden, she will go through similar things. And she'll be as nice as she can to them, still talk to them and all that. But they will always treat her like garbage, no matter what they do. So it always annoys me that she will still talk to them. But I see that she's just being kind and polite, so usually I don't let that bug me or anything. It's just what bugs me is that they still treat her like crap, even though she was being as nice as she could to them. I just don't see why people do this stuff. And anyways, I was fine. I was not even hit by the pencil. It just hit the corner of the desk when it was gone. So I didn't know where else it went. I'm just like, okay, pencil. Still read my book a little bit and then just closed it because everyone made it more and just like, okay, what's Haley going to do? And I'm like, I don't care anymore. Because it's just, that day was been one of the worst days to me. But it wasn't as bad as it could have been. It's just, we had testing and all, so having to deal with that right after testing, I was not okay with it. Because we had a test on that day, so I was not in the mood to deal with that, even more than what I was already doing and how I already felt about that test. Which I passed it, so that's one test I know I passed, but I don't know about the other one, and I still feel like I failed it. So I don't know. But hopefully I pass, and maybe I'll get those 2 days off from school. If I don't, then I don't know what to do. But anyways, it's just, that's what annoyed me, is the people in there. But this is one of the first times I've seen certain teachers be nice to me after they've been mean to me during the time in there. So the main teacher comes in, that's who I'm talking about, and the assistant teacher talking to the main one, like, okay, about the situation, stuff like that. And they called the pencil thrower up, talked to him, stuff like that. I didn't know what all happened, really, what all they were saying, because I didn't care, basically. Because it was not my business of what they were saying to the dude who threw the pencils. I mean, in a way it was, but to me, I just chose not to listen, because I'm like, it's still a private conversation. It's not in my right to know it. And eventually I was called up, and they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. And they let me know. He got off with a warning. They weren't going to really do anything, which I was fine with, because, I mean, I know the person for a little bit to know that he wasn't trying to purposely throw it, unless he changed it some way to mean to throw it at me. Then I don't know. But I know him a bit, so the dude won't actually purposely throw anything at me. But the thing is, the people in there, and I even spoke a little bit freely about this after class towards both of them, and they're like, oh, that's why you was not responding to the second teacher. So while I was out there, I asked if I could go to the restroom, so I can at least think a little bit, be free a little bit from that class, so I can calm myself down completely and just be fine. Because with that, it's just the people in there. That class would be fine. But these people, I don't understand what they intended to do or anything. So, me being me, I'm just trying to relax, calm down, trying to get everything together, understand what happened, try to replay the situation in my head of what all happened. So, after going to the bathroom, stuff like that, I went back to the class. Everyone's still staring at me when I walk in the door, and I'm like, y'all have a movie right there. Why don't y'all just watch the movie and let this situation just die off? They don't. They don't care. They wanted basically to torture some people. But anyways, it's just, I never understood this. What was the need of making it more dramatic than what it was? Or escalate it more than what it was? That's the thing that annoyed me most about that class. They made everything a big deal. Like, one time, I can say this was for another class with some of the similar people in it, is a little roach, a little tiny roach go across the floor, and then it was a little spider another day. And they're like, oh my god, it's a giant roach, oh my god, it's a giant spider. I'm like, it's just a bug. A roach is just a bug. And the spider wasn't even poisonous, and it couldn't even bite anybody. So it's like, what was this? I don't understand these people. I really don't. And this is one of the reasons I don't fit in at my school. I don't understand their need of doing that. I don't understand their want of making it like they're afraid of every little thing. Like little living things. Like a spider, a bug. It makes no sense. I'm a female and I don't understand this. I don't know. I don't understand my own gender. Like, the people who are of my own gender, I don't understand them, apparently. I don't know. So, if somebody says a female knows her own gender, you are actually incorrect. Because there's a lot of things we don't know about our own gender. And a lot of things which we never knew about our own gender. But, anyways, that's the only thing that really annoyed me. And I'm like, is this what females always do? And what I've seen on the internet, basically most of them do. Most. Not all of them. Most of them. So don't group everyone into like, oh, they're all dramatic, all crazy, stuff like that. No. It's just, it makes no sense of why they were doing that. But anyways, eventually after class, they're like, are you sure you're okay? Because I was called up again. And I was never called to the office or anything, so I was thankful for that. I was like, okay, so I don't have to go and encounter anything. Just to be sure, because some teachers or students will actually report everything to the office and you'll be called up and it's like, why do I have to go through this again? So, anyways, with that, everyone was just leaving the room and I was like, thank you for this class being over. So I was just writing this the rest of the period, I guess, because I was just like done. I wanted this to be still fresh in my mind, just write it down so I can get a little bit more understanding of what happened. And I still went beyond it. I was like, are you sure you're okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. So I was telling them what all really went down after the pencil was thrown. I told them about the dramatic and escalation of the situation. And the fact that how I was actually bullied by two of those people in there during middle school. So I was telling them that those are two of the people that, one that was sitting in front of me and one that was sitting beside Jaden. And then I told them what Bully 1 said to the pencil thrower, saying that Jaden said that when really she didn't say anything towards the bully to say that to the pencil thrower. And I know this is all get confusing with the names, but I'm trying, even though that we may not get along or you may want to know in case you want to get revenge, I don't want that to happen. And two, it's better for their safety to be safe. And it's not in my right to really say anything, because this video is without their permission too, so. In a way, I kind of broken it, but yet still kept the rule intact. And keep their personal names and or identities safe. I can't speak anymore because my throat is actually a little bit sore. But it's just what annoys me about that. You know, have any of you had that situation when they just made it more than what it was? Like, made a little bug act like it's a 10 times bigger bug across the room or something. And then just, they're like, oh my god, you had this giant roach or something. And it's really like that big. It's not that big at all. So like I said, I don't know what's wrong with my school anymore. It's just, everything's wrong about it apparently. And I could complain about it, but I'm not going to. As did somewhat of a small video about that. But I can show you what the school really looks like. And yeah, people still call it a home, and I'm like, yeah, this ain't homey to me. This is more just trashed. And it is true, because there's trash like everywhere in the school. They're like, oh, it would make a sorry attempt at it, cleaning up. Yeah, they make a really sorry attempt. You still see like a whole layer of dust snow on the floor, and it's like, why? But yeah, they also don't clean the bathrooms, so you want to avoid the bathrooms as much as possible. So you drink a lot less than what you usually do when you're at home. You eat a lot less as well, due to the school not really having good food. But anyways, going back to the story, everything was fine after that. And I just told them what all happened, being as truthful as I could. And they're like, oh, so now we understand why they did certain actions they did. Because at one point in time, before the main teacher got back, they're like, okay, we're going to get shot in here by a pencil, or, oh my gosh, I don't want to die. And it's just stuff like that. Both of them too. Bully 1 and the rumor spreader, adding a lot more than what it should have been. Like, oh, they're going to die. That's what they were claiming. They were going to die. And I'm like, no, you're not. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with them. And I'm not saying that there is anything wrong. I'm just saying that I don't know what made them believe that they're going to die by a pencil. Now, I know there's a few ways you can die by a pencil. But you're not going to die by, like, what? It would have to be thrown with such force in order for it to penetrate your skull. Or in a certain area. I don't know. These people are just crazy in my class. this is what I want out of there. But I mean, it's too late to really change or anything. So I'm like, I just suffer the consequences of being in there. But also the fact that I don't want to leave Jaden alone. So that's also another promise I made to her. I'm not going to leave her alone in that class. So anyways, have y'all had a situation where they just made it more than what they should have? Had you had these people bully you and then do a situation like this? I mean, to me, it was a simple situation. Just, they throw a pencil, okay, it's fine. Set their apology as they apologize to you, and it would normally be fine. No, my school is the complete opposite. They make everything a lot more than what it is. So, or they'll cover the whole situation. Like, there's this one time I will tell you about soon. But for now, I'm going to probably post this up and see how it does. And if y'all want another video, leave that like button. God, I didn't mean. Leave a like on this video. And then leave a comment down below if you had a similar situation. Or if you want to see more of this. Because as much as I can do games, I don't always have the time I can to record them, or the fact that the footage messes up really, really badly. So, anyways, thank you all so much for watching, but I'm not going to do a proper outro for this because this situation was one of the weirdest by far, because of the fact that they just made it more than what they should have. I mean, it was just a pencil. Like, it was just a measly little, where is it at? I'm just going to pull out a pen for now. It was just like one of the little plastic lead pencils. It wasn't going to hurt anybody. Now, unless it was this that has a pointed end, it was not going to hurt anybody. But I don't know anymore. Here it is, a lead pencil, right there. It wasn't going to hurt anyone. I don't know. That was just my class of weirdness and people that I don't understand anymore. But, yeah, anyways, I walked out of that room. I was fine. I was not hurt. Nothing hit me or touched me. And with that being said, I got to my 5th period just fine. But, anyways, just let me know down below if you have a story or something you want to show me, and I'll be more than happy to read it over and see what I think about it, or at least read it. So, anyways, thank you all so much for listening to this story. It's just, I don't understand these people. Again, I just don't. That's the only thing that's really confusing me. And I probably said that one, like, way over 15 times. It's just not good. So, anyways, with that, he got off with a warning. I was not injured. Everyone was fine. Nobody was shot. Nobody was injured. So, everything was fine. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to have this up today, since this actually recently happened, so I'll tell you the exact date, May 9th of 2019, on a Thursday. So, if you didn't think this was recent, it really was. So, I will see you all later. Bye! Peace out.